Macmillan Audio presents Born of Betrayal by Sherrilyn Kenyon. Read for you by Berman. Prologue.
Where are my clothes? And what did you do with my towel?
Furious and defiant, Galeen Bator lifted her chin with a dignity she definitely didn't feel as she faced Fain Hauk in the male locker room of their school. Her worst enemy. Lying bastard. Faithless dog. Seething, she raked a glare over his perfect naked body. A body that earlier this day would have left her breathless with heat. But now? Now she wanted every inch of that lush, caramel skin flayed off his bones. Most of all, she wanted his betraying heart in her fist.
"It's true, isn't it?"
she asked breathlessly. Fain scowled at her.
"Is what true? Are you in love with a human?" "Excuse me? Don't you dare deny it. Meryl Anatole just told me that he saw you and Omira Antaxis having sex yesterday. Yesterday! After I left you and went to get ready for the party. How could you?"
The color faded from his face, confirming her worst fear as he stammered, no doubt searching for a believable lie. For a full minute, she thought she'd be sick. Tears filled her eyes as she struggled to breathe. No wonder Fain had asked her to leave a few minutes ago when she'd been trying to give him what she stupidly thought was joyous news. He no longer loved her. Meryl had been right. Fain didn't care. She'd lost him completely.
To a human. You're pledged to me, Fain.
A tick started in his jaw.
By our parents. Before we even started school, neither of us had a say in it.
As if that mattered. A pledge was a pledge. To an Andarian, it was as binding as marriage. And he was supposed to honor his word, honor her. No wonder he'd refused to touch her again all these weeks since his birthday. He'd barely come near her after she'd given him everything she had of herself, her heart and body. Her very soul. Now she knew why. And here she'd stupidly thought he might have gone Strahlen. That she could have lived with. But this she would have never believed. Not of her precious Fain. He'd promised to love her forever. "There's only you for me, Stormy." Apparently not. Agony choked her.
"You've betrayed me!"
He looked away.
"I'm sorry, Galeen."
Furious, she snatched her pledge ring from her finger and threw it in his face. He didn't react at all as it struck his chest and bounced away. Damn her bad aim. The least she could have done was put out his eye. How could he do this to her after all these years? Tears choked her even harder as his words shattered her heart. Worse, they shattered her dreams. She'd come here to share with him the most blessed news. This was supposed to be the happiest day of her life. Instead, it was the most miserable. No, he was the most miserable. Since their parents had pledged them over a decade ago, she'd lived only for the day when they'd marry. Had dreamed only of a life partnered with Fain Hauk.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?